Hi, YouTube. Hi, it's me, your boy Bimby. I am here. Do you know me? Probably not, but you will soon. Maybe one day, we'll see. I've been like making videos, whether it be on YouTube or not, since I was like in middle school. I'm in my 30s now. And for a long time, this has been something I've always like had a draw to do, but I never did it. I'd be nervous, I'd be freaking out, I'd be overthinking it. But you know what? We're just gonna do it. Why not? So feel free to join a stream. I'm streaming on Twitch, hopefully kind of expanding. I'm also here on YouTube. But we will be, the schedule's still kind of up in the air. We'll figure it out. But currently my schedule that I'm thinking about is Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 7:30 to 9:30 EST. We'll find out. Still trying to figure that out. But I hope that while you're watching this video, you'll have a good little time. Now, when I first started making videos on YouTube, I had a Logitech webcam and my Nintendo DS in like 2007, and I was recording Animal Crossing Wild World content that my friends, my spouse, and my family members still make fun of me for today. And I thought, you know what, let's just give them more stuff to make fun of me for. So we're gonna be doing that today. I love Animal Crossing. As you see, I also love Pokemon. We are going to be doing something that can only be described as psychosis. And I'm going to document on the internet all the drama that has been happening on my island. Now, over the years, I've kind of uploaded some TikToks about this, but we're going to document this with a recording. And if somebody comes in for the stream, hey, they come in for the stream. It's all good for the good time. I'm a little nervous about this because, I mean, it's going to be a little embarrassing for me. But you know what? That's the ticket to stardom, baby. Let's get started. Also, my capture card is broken. I don't really know what I'm doing. The audio's not coming in. So we're just going to roll with it and see what happens. Okay? In the future, we'll get it fixed. We'll get it adjusted. Okay. Let's roll. Okay. Also, Pikmin gang, Dochi gang, One Piece gang, JoJo gang. Just gotta let that be known. If you are not into any of that stupid stuff, that's totally fine. But if you are into that stupid stuff, I'll be happy to hang out. Okay. Karopi gang. Okay. YouTube is not receiving enough video to mean. Okay, well, I don't know. There'll be a VOD. Okay. So, welcome to Firestar. Why is my island named Firestar? A lot of people think it's because I love warrior cats. I've never read a warrior cat book in my life. I have no idea what no warrior cats is, but I thought it sounded cool. I kind of like naming my towns, islands, and Animal Crossing after like stars and planets and all that nonsense. So I thought, you know, that sounds cool. I'm a fire sign, Aries gang, but that's why. This is Firestar, and honestly that's an appropriate name because since the day I started playing this game, this town has been burning on fire. And we're gonna figure out why. First of all, I'm in this outfit because, I don't know, girl. Let's go ahead and get redressed. I have not really played Animal Crossing significantly in like the past 3 years. Off and on, maybe I have like some parties with friends and Animal Crossing, but I haven't really done anything substantially in a long time. So, I think I'm at a point with my island that I am happy with it. I don't foresee doing a major overhaul anytime soon, to be honest with you. But who knows? With this new update coming out, I'm really trying to get back into it. Maybe not to redesign my whole island again, but to really get into designing these dream islands. That's what I'm really excited about. So we'll see. But you'll see some like hokey pokey stuff around. It's just gonna be hokey pokey, okay? I don't know. Maybe I'll go in to fix it. Right now, I wasn't really liking that. I'm just gonna do something. Personally, I like to dress up in any game. I like to dress up as like the fantasy version of myself, like a gay version of myself. I am gay, but I'm like double gay, you know? So I'm going to have the pink hair. I am going to have a crown. But I'm also going to be wearing this something or other. I don't know. I typically like the purple. Yeah. We'll just rock with this for now. Okay. Also, I haven't figured out redeems yet, so please don't redeem anything on Twitch. Okay. So let's go ahead and wake it up. This is my house. When I play Animal Crossing, I like to segment things off into like goals, like little segmented goals. And my current goal is to redesign my living room space because it is a hot mess. So we'll talk about that later. I don't know. So let me actually see if I can figure something out real quick before we begin. Okay. What really brings Animal Crossing alive is the villagers, okay? I think of it this way. Villagers in Animal Crossing are sort of like dolls that are alive, right? You're playing with them. It's fun. It's cute. You know, you devise these little stories here and there. You know, this girl loves this girl. This guy loves this guy. Oh, look, how fun, how cute, how quirky. But then it's also like a reality TV show with a little bit of like Lord of the Rings sprinkled in. And what I mean by that is it gets crazy. If any of y'all have watched the Amanda Files or the Angry Coconut, it gets nuts. Okay, and I've been playing like this since I started playing Animal Crossing, and I thought I was in psychosis. I might be, but that's just how I like to play the game. So I'm going to be unveiling a lot of stories here, and we're going to kind of be keeping track of it all. So this is my island, okay? So starting off, we have this nature path. Here's a rule for me, by the way. I don't like using other people's custom designs, not because they're not beautiful or gorgeous, but because I feel like I'm plagiarizing if I use your custom design. I have kind of gotten over a little bit. If I cannot figure out how to do a custom design, I will just go online to do it. This path, for example, it's not my doing. I don't know. Oh, I don't know any of the controls. This is not my doing. Is there a way to like display the... I don't know. It's not my doing. So whoever you are out there, if you identify this as your pattern, like it's not my pattern, I'm sorry, I wish I knew who made it, but thank you, it's beautiful. I couldn't figure out how to make a dirt path for the life of me. So this part of the island is the forest area. This is so nostalgic for me. I used to do this exact same thing on my DS with my Logitech camera 20 years ago. That is such a... Okay. My town is very disheveled right now because, again, I haven't really played it actively for a while, and so things kind of go out of control. You've played Animal Crossing, I'm sure. If you're seeing this video, you probably got recommended. You know how it goes. This is my little Zen garden area. Now, if you're part of the OG gang, Genesis3645, welcome to the chat. I feel like I know you. We're just chaotically explaining Animal Crossing and kind of getting my life. Welcome to the chat. If you were part of the OG gang of Animal Crossing, you know, just like me, that everybody and their mother and their brother and their dog were making a Zen garden area. I don't know what it was. Actually, I do. It was March. They were getting the spring bamboo. They were like, look at me, I'm so unique. And everyone did a Zen garden. I got tired of it, overwhelmed, exhausted. I have friends of mine in the chat. You can tell that I like have these really like pious, elitist opinions when things go on for a long time. And now here I am with the Zen garden. Oh, actually, Genesis 3645, let me make you a mod in the chat. Give me just a second. There we go. Hi, Genesis 3645, wow. Okay, and so anyway, here I am with the Zen garden. There's a man living here, I know. Nobody's perfect. Some people are men, but it is what it is. I have this little Zen garden. You're probably going to see these little numbers on the ground. That's part of a game called Super Sit Down. I'm not going to explain that today. We'll talk about it later, but sometimes you play Super Sit Down. It's a game. It's fun. It's cute. Let's see if we can find one of the divas. Okay. As you can see, there is a hot mess up here. I bring the party, apparently. I don't even know how many people are in chat right now. Probably like 2. 3. Hello, third viewer. I don't know who you are, but welcome to the party. I hope you have a good old time. Let's talk about this hot mess express right up here today. This is Bob. Now, let's see. What's the best way that I can describe Bob? Bob is, the first thing we need to know about Bob is that Bob is a homosexual, right? Bob has been here since the days of yore and has brought a wonderful flavor to the town of perpetually blitzed. If you don't know what that means, that's okay. You don't have to know what it means. All you have to know is that what you see is what you get with Bob, and what you see is a level of cognitive dissonance that is reflected before you. He says he's an artist. I think he might be something else, but that's for the jury to decide. As you can see, he is not wearing anything that makes sense, nor will he ever. However, that's totally fine with me because I think he's cute, and he is purple, which has been scientifically proven to be the best color. So let's go and talk with him. I don't know if I'm going to do voices. They're calling me Professor Pie. I don't know. Where have you been? I haven't talked to you in like over 8 months. He's counting the days. Huh? You've been around? What do you mean? Were we playing hide and seek? Please don't disappear on me. I'll cry if my snack buddy goes away. Bingo. Now, as you see, he thought we were playing a game for some 8 months. If that isn't just intervention worthy, I don't know what is. But he is cool. One of the best people on the island. One of my top 3 villagers, and he will be hanging around. Okay, now if we go... Oh, there's somebody else here. Okay. Another diva alert. I wish I had a soundboard to go pow, 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 pow. I don't got a soundboard yet. Another diva alert coming to the night. Now, he's probably going to want to move. I haven't played this game for a long time. He's probably going to want to move. This is Cephalobot. I'll talk with him. By the way, Blake is just some guy I know. Yeah, he's going to want to move. I don't want him to move. Anyway, this is Cephalobot. Okay, diva alert. Cephalobot. What is the best way to describe Cephalobot? Cephalobot is the most annoying gay boy you know. Most people in the town are gay. It's just how it goes. I don't make the rules. Cephalobot came here from outer space, from a planet called 808 in the galaxy of funk where the robots gravitate. He was there. When he first came on the island, it was great. It was fun. It was nice to have a robot villager. It was nice to have an octopus villager. Gotta run. Love you, Henny. All right, have a good day. Genesis 3645. Have fun playing Final Fantasy 14 or whatever. I don't know what you do. Anyway, Cephalobot came down, and we had a good old time. But as time progressed, it kind of became apparent that no one really liked Cephalobot except for me and one other villager. And for that reason, I have to keep him around. You know what I mean? Is he annoying on a daily basis? Absolutely. But we do it for the plot. Like I said, we are playing this game as if it is a reality TV show with dolls, right? And if you just have everyone you like, it's not going to be good. I see so many Dream Island people are running Maple, Sherb, they got, I don't know, who's another popular girl? Marshall? They bring all of them into the island, and then all of a sudden it looks like every other island. And if that's what you want to do, that's great. You're spending $60 on this game. Live your life how you want to live it. However, I'm trying to have a storyline, and so we do need to have some villains. Is Cephalobot a villain? No, he's just kind of flavor. He's a flavorant, if you will, a flavoring. He's going to want to move. He's not going to be able to move. He's a little too integral to the plot, or he has been historically. I'm trying to think about a history of like very significant drama he's been in. Mostly he's just running into my house right when I'm trying to like prepare to decorate or something. that's just the kind of guy he is. We're not gonna have him move. I'm so sorry. You're gonna stay here for a while. This is Cephalobot's crash landing. As you see, he's doing an illegal mining operation. I don't really know the full extent of it, but he is doing some sort of situation here. Okay, like I said, I don't know what's happening. They just figure it out themselves. I don't really know what he's observing, but it has been this way since at least 2022. So whatever he's doing, he's not doing a very good job at it. However, we're still letting it happen. As you can see, we have some gyroids here. Are gyroids citizens? I don't know. I protect them. They're protected by rights on my island, but it's going to be further defined by what your own island's ordinances are. That being said, here we have another area of a girl who ain't here anymore, but this is my little desert area. How fun, how cute, how special. Just a little. I wonder who lives there. Jeez, I wonder. Okay, so if we proceed a little bit south, here we have my campsite area. I wanted it to kind of feel like a base camp, like if you're going adventuring in the woods, because here's the forest area, and this is just like the base camp area. If we go over here, we have the farm, I guess. This is a little flower shop. Flower shop in Animal Crossing language translates to, I had some space, I didn't know what to do with it, so I just put some plants there. That's kind of the idea of what I did here. I have a farm here because you gotta have a farm. You know, it's Animal Crossing, it's a cozy game, you gotta have a farm. Down here I have a beach. Please, again, there's some junk, like, if you're not playing games in Animal Crossing, you're not playing the game Animal Crossing, in my opinion. So get some friends, play some games, destroy your town for a little bit. That's why I'm excited for the update, honestly, because I still have friends. We love to play Animal Crossing every once in a while, just as like a virtual hangout room. And with this update, we're going to have this ooh, there's shooting stars. We're going to have this method of playing the game with much more involvement of actually like doing stuff. You know, you can like put multiple items down, you can build things together, you can terraform together. I'm really excited for the multiplayer capabilities of that. God willing, you know, it's still Nintendo, you know. We'll see if they fumble the bag. I think it'll still be good, but we'll see. Okay, let's continue. I'm not going up there. There's just some places that you gotta not show up. Here's the main part of town. You see some other villages up there. We'll go in there, but I want to go into a house. Here's another beach. Here's a little surf shop, also known as, I didn't know what else to know. And yeah, it's just the beach. I think we've all had like 90 beaches in Animal Crossing. So let's go into this house. Oh, Bob got pulled something. Okay. This is Wolfgang. Right before this stream, I was in another person's stream. And they just so happened to find Wolfgang in an igloo, and they were like, Wolfgang's hot. And I agree, Wolfgang is hot. I mean, look at him. He's a blue wolf with like, I don't know if that's eyeliner. It's definitely eyeshadow. Yeah, no eyeliner, but it's definitely eyeshadow and mascara, but in like a masculine kind of way. So obviously he's got the girls talking. Wolfgang is on this island for pretty much one exclusive purpose, and that is eye candy. Period. He's here to be the hot boy. Does he have a storyline? No. He doesn't. But does that matter? In this case, no. But if somebody is getting kicked off the island, it's going to be him. Because, look, I love to look at beautiful people all the time. But eventually, like, the plot's got to come in. Now, again, Wolfgang has been saved by the fact that I haven't been really playing Animal Crossing super frequently recently. But if we do a villager hunt at any point in time, Wolfgang is probably going to be gone. But for right now, he's a beautiful, low-key man. Now, Wolfgang does have a little bit of drama because Wolfgang did have a crush on me. Here's where we're getting to the psychos. Wolfgang was really honestly brought to this island to be a boyfriend for another character who we're probably going to meet right after this. That didn't end up working out. And he decided to come after me, of course. But like, this was around the time when I was like, I'm getting tired of Animal Crossing, I'm getting burned out, I'm starting to play less and less. I knew, I had the awareness at that time that I don't have the wherewithal to dedicate to a fake relationship in a video game. At that time. Honestly. Keep in mind, I'm happily married. I just don't have the time to keep up a fake relationship in a video game at that point in my life. That being said, it was still kind of funny. It was still kind of funny. I don't know how he feels about me now. I kind of, honestly, like, you carry these things with you, right? I don't want to get involved with it because I know if I start, like, shaking the pan, like, it's going to sizzle, it's going to fry, you know, it's going to cause the sparks to fly again. And I'm just really not interested at this point. Not right now. Not right now. He's pretty, though. I don't even know if anything I made just made sense, but you know what? We're going to roll with it. Oh, yes. I'm an Aries, Sag rising. That's important to know. And what that means is that if I can do something myself, I kind of just want to do it, you know? If it's good, if it's bad, if I can do it myself, I just want to do it. I have designed all of their homes. I have the DLC. I love the DLC. I'm thinking like if we finish stream early, I might do some design work there, something a little bit more traditional. But I wanted the first recording to be me talking about the island and introducing it. I designed everything. Okay, their houses are personally interior designed by me. And this is the kind of vibe I wanted to go for, like, you know, a little cutesy in like a straight boy kind of way. He likes coffee. I don't know. I just thought it looked cute. It was an example to have like a cute island. Not as personally tailored specifically to Wolfgang, honestly. He was just the eye candy, so I gave him a low-key house that you may want to spend the night in. I don't know. All right, let's leave. I don't quite understand the content that I can discuss on Twitch yet, but we're doing it. Okay. Wow, my stream is like way behind on YouTube. Whatever. Okay. So let's get, this is Bob's house. Period. And we saw, okay, there's Bob again. There he is. Okay, so this is Zell. What is the best way to describe Zell? Zell is richer than you, but like in a cool way. Like not a billionaire, but definitely like he came from money. It's very apparent that he came from money. Is Zell a homosexual? Yes. I don't think that we have to, stretch the imagination. Sawara Blossom, welcome to the chat. I don't think it's a stretch of the imagination to think that Zell is anything other than a boy kisser. Again, I don't know what I can. I put LGBTQ plus friendly on this stream. Hold on, let me mod Sawara Blossom. Welcome Sawara Blossom to the chat. Okay, Zell. Yes, in fact, Sawara Blossom got it together. Right? Zell got the money, and you should have it Zell to you. This was completely independent of the pun, by the way. Like, it just kind of ended up that way. Zell has exquisite taste, but in kind of an eccentric way. If y'all know One Piece, imagine, like, Brooke with money, but, like, not the, like, perviness, and is also gay. It says you have 4 viewers, but I can't see the other people. I show I have 1 viewer. So I don't even know. Some people, you know, may just be lurking, and that's totally fine. Anyway, back to Zell. Zell has been a real one. I don't know. Numbers like to tell the truth, and they also like to lie. You know what I mean? So, anyone who's here, whether you're lurking or not, you are absolutely welcome. Welcome to the party. We're talking about this gay deer. Actually, I think he's a lowlands antelope. I don't know. He's got exquisite taste. He's a real one. He will like if you go out to dinner with him, he will like front the bill without having to ask. But when you are like $30,000 in debt, you know, he'll be like, damn, that's rough. But he's real. He's cool. He's cool. Zell is a very tragic love story because he has had multiple crushes on multiple dudes who have been on this island before. But it's never been reciprocated. Never. I literally brought in. We can play together after we get this set to go. I'd be happy to play. I'd be happy to have some fun. Exactly. Money can't buy love. I literally brought in Wolfgang for him, and it didn't work out. He's had crushes. I don't want to like spoil my villagers, but he's had a lot of crushes. As far as being the center of any drama, when that whole thing with Wolfgang was happening, where he was having a crush on me, Zell, he was gone, right? It was like you sent the Zell request to somebody, and they were like, "Oh, my phone got turned off." It's very much that, T. But we kind of squashed it. You know, I told him I'm not interested, you know. Zell has been here for a long time. And he is in, like, what I refer to as the safe tier, right? There's lifers who are never leaving. And then there are the reasonably safe people. And he's in reasonably safe. I don't want to say he's here forever, but I'm not trying to get rid of him, are you? I don't know. Shout out to Zell. Is it just me? I'm messing with you. You've been gone for so long, but seriously, you're not an actual ghost, right? I don't know. Looking for a rap session with old Zell, eh? I am excited to like start making emotes and stuff. And like redeems and things. But we are not there yet, okay? First stream, give me some slack. So let's chat. You know what never goes out of style? Classic stuff. Kind of like the outfit you got on right now. Don't get me wrong, I like to get real weird with fashion, but classic stuff is classic for a reason. You see, he's talking about vintage stuff. I can't afford it, can you? Now, again, to be fair, sometimes we do refer to things that are like from the thrift store as vintage, but no, he's talking about like Versace 1920. That's what we're talking about with Zell. Shout out to Zell. Now, I did see a unibrow over here. Okay, here we go. This is Rowan. So we're good buddies, right? Wouldn't it be cool to have a good buddy secret greeting? Let me know if you have any ideas. All right, let's see. Do I want to do anything? Oh, I don't know. We'll see. Rowan. Old gay. Okay, old, like 60 plus gay man knows it. Right? And that's fine. You know, we need an elder to unify us, but he is not a unifier, okay? He is somebody who is still... I did say on YouTube that this stream was not meant for kids, right? I did say it was LGBTQ friendly on the Purple app. So what's the best way to put it? I'm finding it. Let's just say that he knows that he's a seasoned queen, okay? He's a seasoned queen, and not all the boys who have come on the island are as seasoned, right? So he likes to teach people, Okay, that's where we're ending with that. Okay, he's an educator in our nation. Anyway, he ends up being very messy. He knows he can get it, and by get it he means a boyfriend. And so for that reason, he likes to. I can't wait for you to meet my favorite villager. He will string these people along and will play them like a video game. I promise you, this queen is crazy. Now, we see each other, you know? It's like, look, you ain't gonna get that way with me. I'm not gonna get that way with you. And we're allowed to be friends because of it. Rowan is fun, but Rowan has just kind of been like chilling. Like, Rowan's in the low-key era. There's one villager on this island that Rowan in particular, we're gonna have to meet this character soon. Okay, let's do a secret greeting. I knew you'd be up for this. Hurry up and tell me what you got. He also loves working out. Like, he's a jock. And as is tradition, you know, every single jock, I better stop. Let's talk about a greeting. Yeah, Minecraft Dungeons would be fun. Let's try. This is his tea. Okay then, let me see if I got this. How's that? Yeah, I used to, right? Yeah, that's good. That's gonna be crazy. Yeah, that gets me pumped. You see, it's a PG-13 stream. Yes, this is the secret just between us, so don't go telling everyone, Sauce Boss. Fun fact, Sauce Boss is the name of my dog. I'm not gonna dox my dog. That's his Twitch handle. Okay. So let's proceed. That's the museum. There's a couple of like little holiday stuff. I did not go crazy for the decorations. Just, again, sometimes it's fun to just hang out up in the town with friends for the holidays. I don't know. Okay, these are the top two villagers here. They live right next to each other. We are gonna meet this person first. Sorry, somebody posted an octopus in the chat. Scared me. Would you believe me if I said this is the token heterosexual on the island? He's dressed up as Fire Island. And this is the straight boy on the island. Anyway, so this is Apollo. Apollo is my #1 favorite villager in the whole game. Apollo's been my favorite villager since like 2009 City Folk. Okay, I'm also an old queen. I've been around the block with Animal Crossing again. Logitech webcam recording the DS, okay? Apollo is cool. Apollo gets a little bit of, let me angle this so it's actually cool. Apollo gets a little bit of a bad rep, right? Because Apollo is a bald eagle. So what's the first thing we think about bald eagle? I did not click political discussions on Twitch, so I will say somebody who particularly may be aligned with values that may not be completely aligned with people of my persuasion. I completely understand that. I'm getting a couple of followers. That's exciting. First stream. Anyway, Apollo is a real one. If you need a shoulder to cry on, run to Apollo. Apollo has a reputation as town dad because, oh, I know my husband is already laughing when I said that. He is a town father. If you need a shoulder to cry on, if you need somebody to help fix your carburetor, you need someone to clean your gutters because you're afraid of the ladder, you call him, okay? Now, despite that, what? Oh, never mind. Despite that, Apollo is amongst the messiest people on this island and in video game history, not by his own volition, but by the fact that by being so emotionally open with people, you also have to understand to emotionally protect yourself. That is not something that this man is capable of regulating at all. Okay? Apollo has been a part of more love triangles than I can count, but I will try. First things first, day one that I got Apollo, he fell in love immediately with a character named Tutu. Tutu didn't care that he existed. Next, he fell in love with a character named Pearl. Pearl didn't even live on the island, lived on the original island that this person that I got this from, who was another dear friend of mine. Madly in love with her, didn't work out. Then fell in love with another villager on that same person's island, Celia. Didn't work out. Long distance, we had to do a rescue operation, get him over here into this town. Then he fell in love with another villager by the name of Olivia, who is amongst the most significant plot contributors to this island, no longer here. And when I tell you that even though even though Apollo is a bald eagle and Olivia is a cat, she walked him like a dog through the streets. When I tell you that there was cheating, when I tell you that there was come to my birthday party, but I'm not gonna go to yours. When I tell you that I was like, hey Olivia, how's you and Apollo? And she was like, oh, I forgot. Messiness and catchiness. One of these days I have to do a video talking about the past villagers on this island. Now, Apollo has been my best friend since day one. I'm seeing my follower count keep rising, and then I reflect what am I actually doing? Anyway, Apollo. Hey, any new followers, thanks for joining. There was one point when my island was literally on fire with drama. I'll explain it one day, and because of that, I was handling it. It then immediately led into a witch controlling this. I'm so psychotic. A witch controlling the minds of my villagers for a period of time, and Apollo became my enemy for a second. No, oh, I literally just made a TikTok about it. That was Tasha, okay? One of these days, I'm gonna go through all the Animal Crossing villagers and share my stories. I actually have a little bit of a TikTok about it. If you go to your boy Bimby on TikTok, you'll be able to see a little bit of some of my opinions on some of the villagers. Hey, shout out to that. Anyway, there was a whole bunch of stuff that happened. We had a little bit of falling out. We have recombined. The most recent tea is that this man has been in a love sort of triangle between a villager we haven't met yet, another villager we haven't met yet, and then also has been wondering about if he's a little bi-curious with Rowan for a long time. Is he? I don't know. But what I can tell you is that this man will not only be a shoulder to cry on, but will also be a bastion of drama, just like the nation that he represents with the depiction of his visage. And he happens to be dressed today as the actual Fire Island. So I made a cute little house for him. He likes music, you know. I kind of ate with this house, I'm not gonna lie. I think this house is actually I would live in this house. Personally, I think this house is pretty good. I'm getting more followers, and I am not getting the notifications for the followers. I'm sorry, if you're following me for the first time, I'm sorry there's not notifications. I'm trying to figure it out. This is my first stream. It's not alerting me. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can figure that out real quick. On Twitch. I don't think anyone is watching me on YouTube. My YouTube stream is 15 minutes in the past. I don't know. It's like crazy. I'm gonna have to like figure this out. Yeah, I have an alert box. Okay, I'm so sorry. I see my follower count rise. I really do appreciate it, y'all. If you're following me, I really want you to get a little doobly doo. I don't know why it's not going off. I'll have to figure it out. But thank you so much for the follows, everyone. I really do appreciate it. I am literally losing my mind up here on the Animal Crossing New Horizons. So just imagine that it says boop, boop, boop. Oh wait, I can shout a couple of people out. Third party events? No. Dwimblin Timbers, thank you for the follow. Garjam, thank you for the follow. Space Dragon, thank you for the follow. I don't know why that is not up to date, because there are definitely a lot more followers that are not getting alerted. Okay, well, thank you for following. If it doesn't alert you, I'll try to catch it when it gives me the little bloobity blop. But I really appreciate everyone for coming to me, watching me lose my mind in stereo. We're looking at this again. I think I ate with this house. It's a little like I would live here. It is giving a little bit urban heterosexual, but you know what? I think it's cool. I like this house. I think I ate this house up. Up here are his best friends. Okay. No, I didn't even realize this, but we have like 3 black and white villagers up in the town. Okay, we have Apollo, Zell, Punchy. They're all friends. Okay, this is going to be important for later. I promise. I have something planned for all this. Very important villager for the story. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. I really hope I can figure out my audio, but honestly, I've been listening to Animal Crossing New Horizons music for like the past, like, how long has it been? Almost 6 years. Is that nuts? I remember the day this game came out and I came home from work thinking 2 things. Oh my God, I'm going to perish because of COVID. And wow, I can't wait for Animal Crossing to come out tonight. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this guy. This is another significant member of the town. He is in the absolutely never leaving tier. This is Punchy. Why is everyone dressed crazy today? All right, this is Punchy's house. Again, I ate this house up. If y'all have been playing Animal Crossing since the GameCube, you know that Punchy had a blue house. As you can see, Punchy is paying Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension DLC, only $99.99. Eating that donut. Let's talk about Punchy. Punchy is a lazy villager. If you are a person who is queer, you like the lazy villagers. I don't make up the rules, but let's be real. Right. Punchy loves a few things in his life. He loves sleep, he loves food, and he loves not doing things himself. Punchy is also ridiculously cute. In my humble opinion, Punchy is the cutest villager in Animal Crossing. I will not take any fighting about that. Like, that is what the truth is. Punchy is the cutest Animal Crossing villager. Okay? If y'all like, Liz the Lass, she gets it. She gets it, right? Punchy will, in the cutest way possible, manipulate you to do everything he wants you to do. Okay? Are you talking about Shari? If they don't appear on screen, we're not talking about them. Not yet, anyway. We have a whole story about Miss Pee-Pee Hands over there, but we're moving on. Punchy. Back to Punchy. Punchy has been in a historic on-again, off-again relationship with Bob. If you are part of the deep, neurotic Animal Crossing fandom, you will find that the 2 lazy cat villagers are often depicted together. And that is because they are soul-bound to be in a relationship. That relationship doesn't mean it's one of love. In fact, this is one of tumultuousness. The reason why that happened is because Bob wasn't taking things seriously and Punchy was trying to manipulate him to do things, but they're two lazy villagers. As you know, two lazy people in a relationship, nothing gets done, it falls apart, people get their feelings hurt. It's a whole situation. Look, I've had enough venting conversations between these two to really go into the extreme detail on protecting their privacy. But what I will say is that Punchy now exists as the patron, like, silly cute boy who's always getting the tea, right? Whenever there's a situation, Punchy's always there, and all these people think, like, we don't have to worry about Punchy, you know, he's not messy, he's cute, he's a little kitty cat, meow, meow, meow. No, he is going to listen to everything. Like, if you are trying to keep a secret from me, the Lord of the land, don't tell Punchy. And in fact, make sure Punchy is far away, okay? Do not let your guard down around him. That being said, he is one of my favorite people on the island and one of my favorite Animal Crossing characters ever. All right, what's Punchy's voice? I know you've been on this island somewhere, Blake, but I couldn't find you. I even was outside your house for a whole day, except for when I had to go to the bathroom. I didn't think you'd want me doing that in front of your house. My bug friends said I'd find you, and they were right. Let's hang out later, Sauce Boss. Let's talk to him one more time. I'm so sleepy. Anyway, what's going on with you? You know what? I've been thinking I might want to get serious about picking up curling. First things first, I gotta get at least one other player. You see, he's trying to convince me to do things I don't want to do. Also, if you see anyone up there, hey. Additional followers, thank you. I don't know why it's not even updating my activity feed. If you're following me and then you're running because I'm not calling you out, I'm so sorry. Hi, thank you for following. I don't know why it's not giving me the alerts. I'll have to figure that out after. Anyway, he's trying to convince me to... Hold on, now I'm like trying to figure out why it's not giving me the activity feed. I don't really know what I'm doing. What do I like pop it out separately? Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having fun. He's trying to get me to play things I don't want to play. This is manipulation. You may think I'm quick to say that. This is y'all's first time meeting him. I know it. And what's going to end up happening is that I'm going to have to end up playing, and then we're going to buy all the equipment, and then it's going to be day of where we do the curling game, and then he's going to call out, and then I'm going to have all this curling equipment, I'm going to throw it 2 times, and I'm going to be like, I don't even like curling, but I have to do it to get my investment. That's the kind of girl this is. Actually, you know what? I don't think I ever learned the rules. How come you got to know so much to play a sport? Maybe I'll just run around Firesong. You see, this is because I called him out. If someone tries to manipulate, thank you for the follow, whoever followed me. If someone tries to call you out, if you call somebody out for their bad behavior in the moment, it'll cease. Let's bring that into 2026. No more nuance. Actually, no, a lot more nuance, but be loud about it. Oh, I like this song. Thank you for the follow. I don't know why it's not popping out, but I see someone follow me. Thank you so much. I really got to figure that out. Thank you for the follow. Okay. I wonder if that's because... Where's my pop out? I wonder if that's because they're like following me from... I don't know. If you follow me, thank you for the follow. I just don't know why it's not alerting me. Okay. Next piece. This is the spa, also known as I needed to fill the space. I didn't know what else to do. Here's a spa, you know? But you know what? The 2.0 update, which we're getting 3.0, the 2.0 update really added some really sickening items. This square tub, amazing, amazing. All right. This is the better beach. Okay, honestly, I dropped this gyroid one day. And I just never picked it up, right? But now he's a citizen of this beach. So it's been like years. Like this has been here since like at least 2022. And he just lives here now. So I can't. It's part of the world, you know. So this is the little fun island. This is where all the like fun things that everybody wanted to use, but nobody wanted to build a separate part of their island for. In when the big update came out, this is where I put that. It's a little carnival like on the beach. I don't think they build those. That's an arapaima. No, that's a stringfish. You know what? Clock. Let's find out. How good am I at? Oh, I don't have audio on. I'm not going to be able to hear the clunk. Oh, this is stringfish too. Ooh, okay. Oh, I was right. It was thank you for the follow, whoever followed me. I really got to figure out why it's not alerting me. I set the alerts before the stream, but thank you for the follow. I caught a sturgeon. Wonder if it can perform sturgery. Yeah, it can actually. It's giving Meredith marks. If y'all aren't watching The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, when that show came out, I immediately thought to myself, this is Animal Crossing New Horizons. I won't explain any further. Ooh, let's go up here. This is a shrine. Somebody lives here and they're here. Ooh, okay. Thank you for the follow, follower number 32. I don't know. But hi, thank you for following. Okay, this one is... Hold on. These villagers think that they can decorate their homes that I've spent painstakingly. No, You signed an HOA, okay? Not just an HOA, but like a internal HOA. What is that? An HHA, Happy Home Academy. Look, they already have it in the game. Just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, well, whatever. She kind of messed up this. But anyway, this is Shino. I made a TikTok about this recently. Let's sit here. Let's just absorb what we're seeing for a second. Shino is the town. I can say demon, right? Thank you for the follow, whoever that follow was. I appreciate it. We can say demon, right? That's not like a bad word, right? Demon. This is the town demon. Her name is Shino. What are some things Shino likes? Chaos, discord, disorder. But when you talk to her, she's like, hey, diva. Does anyone remember... This might be dating myself. Does anyone remember Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Season 1, where Era showed up? That's Shino. Let's go and talk to her. Literally, you can already know that she messed it up because there's supposed to be this other screen right here. And if y'all heard that, that's my dog. He's a little old and senile, but you know what? We love him. Thank you for the follow, whoever followed me. I wish I knew your name, but thank you so much for the follow. I had this perfectly designed and she knocked down this wall to put this yucky blucky thing. Alright, let's go talk to Shino. Alright, what's Shino's voice? Imagine like there's like oh, I need an audio change here. I gotta figure that out. Blake, it's been a while. Where have you been? Huh? You weren't gone for long. Oh my gosh, was I the only one who didn't see much of you, Blake? I guess we both got caught up in chasing dreams. Oh my god, she's eating dreams. We should slow down and chat. I don't always have the time to chat whenever you want. I always have a lot to say. No. Seriously. Some days, I have so much to say. See what I mean? I don't make this up. We were hanging out with like 3 viewers for a while. And then after that voice, that person dropped. Thank you for the follow, whoever followed. I really appreciate it. It's like not alerting me to who's following. It's giving me like, I see the people who followed pre-stream, but let me see if I can figure that out. We will be figuring out channel points. I will be working on figuring that part out. But right now, if you follow again, I gotta keep saying it. I'm still learning Twitch. I don't know why it's not popping out. Thank you for the follow. I'm keeping an active look to see at the people who are following. I wish I could shout you out by name. I really, really do, because you are really making my night. But just for right now, thank you so much for the follow. I really do appreciate it. I also forgot that I'm streaming on YouTube, which the stream that I'm looking on YouTube is like, I don't know, it's like a billion hours in the past. But thank you everyone for the follows. I will try to record a list of you guys, and in my next stream, which I will be doing tomorrow, I'll call you out if I can find the names and records. I really apologize. I wish I really do wish that I could see. Okay, where am I going? This song is like the perfect, like, my brain has emptied out and now I'm like trying to figure out. We got other villagers to meet. How many villagers have we met? Oh, okay. I ate with this house too. This is Lily's house. I'm just gonna admit it. Doesn't this look like where a frog lives? Like, thank you for the follow. Whoever followed, I wish I could shout you out. I don't know, I'm still learning Twitch, but thank you. This is Lily's house. Doesn't this look like where a frog lives? If a frog like had a home, if a frog had the capability of being a homeowner, this is where they would live. I'm sorry, I'm not the most perfect person in the world, I understand that. But when you know and you feel confident in doing good, it's important to pat yourself on the back. I'm just saying. Okay. So this is Lily. As you can see, she's doing classic frog stuff, which is falling asleep while you're working out. The only thing you need to know about Lily is that she's a cute frog. And that's perfect, honestly. Sometimes I just come in this house to be like, man, thank you so much for the follow, whoever followed. I wish I could shout you out by name. I'll write down your name and shout you out tomorrow, first at the top of the stream. If frogs were people, the world would be a better place. And I want us to stop and think about that for a second. It sounds ridiculous. But then you're like, you know what? Yeah, right. And thankfully, we have Lily here on this island to help us out. Lily can best be described as a little girl prodigy. She's like one of those people who is in their first grade class talking about like Magellan, or talking about like how Isaac Newton discovered India. I don't know. I'm not really a good story person. Thank you for the follow, whoever followed. Again, I wish I could shout you out, but I'll shout you out at the top of the stream tomorrow. Thank you so much for following. She's a scientist, okay? She's a scientist and also an innocent little girl. It's always raining in her house because she is a frog, and frogs deserve rain. In case you can't tell, I really love frogs. I don't know, this is just like a cute little greenhouse. This is a cute little greenhouse. I think I did good. I think I did good. I will show you, if we have time, I will show you some of the times when I don't think I did good. But this time I did good. I like this house. Let's talk with her. I'm not making that sound of it. I'm sorry. Did I fall asleep? I hope I didn't say anything weird. Oh my god. Hope I didn't say anything weird in my sleep. I didn't, right? What's a channel point? Thank you so much for the follow. I wish my things were updating. I'll announce you at the top of the next stream. Thank you so much for following. A channel point, how it works is that the more you watch a stream, the more points you get. And then I can put, later down the line, I will make redeems, and then you can spend the points on redeems. So for example, if I made a redeem that said, bring back my girls, you could spend like 100 channel points and it would like pop up on the stream and say, bring back my girls, or something like that. Additionally, there's certain things you can do where it's like, we're gonna have a vote to see what we do in the game. Each vote costs like 10 channel points. So it's like a level of interactivity to Twitch specifically. So the longer you watch a stream, the more channel points you can get. And also, if you raid somebody at the end of your stream and you stay in that raid for a little bit of time, you'll earn channel points on the raider. So it's like, thanks for supporting my friend, you get some channel points. Okay. Thank you so much for the follow. Follower number 41. I wish again it was updating your name. I don't know why it's not giving us an alert. I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm very, very, very new to Twitch, but thank you so much for following. I'll try and get a list of everybody and shout out everybody's names at the top of the next stream, which will be tomorrow at 7:30 EST. Tomorrow we're not going to be doing Animal Crossing though. We will be doing Pokemon. I feel like it's a crossover, you know. We'll be shiny hunting and Pokemon. I'm not talking to you. I think that's everybody. This is the last area of my island. This is the Palm Tree Woods. As you see, there's palm trees and woods. Just like a fun little area. This is the area that you go to think about the state of the... I said I'm not going to put anything political in this stream. This is where you go to contemplate the state of the territory with which you live. Thank you so much for the follow, whoever that follow was. I really appreciate it. I don't know what your name is. I'll shout you out at the top of the next stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm having issues with Twitch. This is where you go to contemplate life. This is where you go to contemplate the state of the world. This is where you contemplate and you have to stop for a second and you breathe and then you think, it'll all be okay. And sometimes you just gotta do that. Okay, I think that is, oh, there's one other, oh, Diva Alert, Diva Alert, Diva Alert, R18, R18, R18. I know some of us probably know this Diva from a very viral moment. Please do not shame my girl here. This is Anka, okay? Anka has been running this town since the day she came, okay? Now, I know there is at least one person. Thank you so much for the follow. Follower number 43. I don't know what your name is. I will shout you out at the top of the next stream. I don't know why Twitch is messing up, but thank you so much for the follow. Anka has been running this game since the day she came, okay? When I tell you that she resurrected as a queen from a previous land, and she came here to say, you know what, this is my town, that happened. It really did. This is the girl that, after Olivia left, this is the other leash owner. Ooh, this is the other dog walker of Apollo, okay? Apollo loves a snooty cat. What can I say? Loves a snooty cat. So, what am I doing? So, what I've been doing for years. Anka is in fact, did she die? No, but she was cursed and placed within a tomb and remained in that tomb for millennia, was released and said, this is my show, baby. Clock that. Apollo fell for her immediately. He really didn't stand a chance. And she leveraged her regalness to basically run the town, was able to utilize his popularity to get other people to accept her. It was a whole sting operation. She was the diva in town until Shino showed up. And when Shino showed up, Shino said, I like Apollo. She didn't like Apollo. And Anka said, oh yeah? And Shino was like, yeah. Well, that's my boyfriend. And Shino said, I don't see him here. This is Animal Crossing. We all know. That's how it goes some days. Thank you so much for the follow. Follow number 45. I wish I could see why it's not updating. You know what? What if I just like refresh? I'm live on OBS, so maybe if I refresh this, it'll give me the alerts. it's not giving me any alerts for the follows. I gotta figure out why it's not doing that. But I'll shout you out at the top of the next stream, which will be tomorrow. Thank you. Okay. I've heard about you from the others a few times, but you and I not speaking? Surely just a case of bad timing and coincidence. Right? Stan. Right? It's always like, surely you haven't been avoiding me. Anyway, the point is, the dead girl and the demon girl are having like a petty love fit right now. If y'all have watched the Amanda Files, this developed separately from that, but is turning out similarly to that, which is proof that these animals are sentient, right? But right now it's just kind of like a petty back and forth, you know? It's like a... Wah! You know, it's like, oh, sure. Oh, yeah? What you gonna do to me? What you gonna do? And so far, nobody's done anything, but the tension is there. Thank you so much for the follower number 46. Something is wrong with my stream. I don't know why it's not giving me an alert, but I will be shouting you out at the top of the next stream, which will be tomorrow. Thank you. This is my first stream, so all the love of people choosing to follow. It has been really heartwarming. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so... Oh, by the way, this path I did make. I made this little path too around Anka's house. Which one was it? I think it was this one. This one I did make. This is actually like heavily modeled after in Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, in the, like, I think it's Lake Acuity, there's, like, a resort, and then there's, like, a stone path there, and I, like, emulated it off that. It's not perfect, but I think it looks really nice. Thank you, follower 47. I don't know who you are. I wish I did. Thank you. I'll shout you out at the top of the next stream. I don't know why I'm not getting alerts. I really got to figure that out. It's probably my fault, but I really appreciate you for coming. I'm going to say that every time because y'all deserve to be shouted out because I really do appreciate it. Okay. How do I play this game? How do I... Okay, there we go. Map. I think that's everybody. That is all of my villagers. Okay. So, just to let y'all know, this is kind of where the villagers stand. Apollo, Bob, and Punchy are locked in. Unless they piss me off. Can I say that? Is that a bad word? Thank you, follower 48. Thank you. I wish I got an alert, but I'll shout you out at the top of the next stream, which will be tomorrow, 7:30 EST. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my Twitch. I tried to refresh. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay. What was I saying? Paulo, Punchy, Bob, locked in. They ain't going nowhere. Safe. Zell is pretty safe. Zell is pretty safe. I don't think that there's a situation going on right now where I will be able to let go of Zell realistically. Anka is also pretty safe. I don't foresee myself getting rid of Anka anytime soon. Lily is also safe. They're in the safe zone. Thank you, follower 49. I really appreciate it. I'll shout you out at the top of the next stream. I don't know why I'm not getting alert. Thank you. I wish you said your name. I really appreciate it. I really do. Lily is also in the safe zone. Cephalobot and Shino are in the maybe you can go zone. The reason they're not in the you're out of here zone is because they have very distinctive builds that are linked to them, which means if they leave, I have to rethink an entire portion of my island. So these guys, if I come up with a good enough idea, if I am inspired enough when the update comes out to do a whole new kind of theme for these areas, I would be willing to. But until I get a better idea, they're on here. They are wonderful contributors towards the island. But, you know, eventually you gotta get an influx of people going. Rowan and Wolfgang are on the chopping block. I am okay with them staying. Thank you, follower 50. Oh my God, we hit 50 followers on the first stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wish I could call you out by name, but thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. I don't know what's going on with my Twitch. This is my very first stream. I'll shout you out at the top of the next stream, I promise. Tomorrow, 7:30 EST. VOD will be on YouTube shortly after. These guys are on the chopping block. Thank you, follower 51. I wish I could call you out on stream. Something's going on with my Twitch. I'm still very new. I'm sorry. I can't shout you out, but I will shout you out tomorrow on stream, 7:30 EST. There will be a VOD later if you can't make it. I really appreciate it. Okay. They're on the chopping block, not because I don't like them. They're perfectly fine. They're perfectly fine people. But they're like, you know, if we got to get an influx of people in the island to really get things mixed up, this is where the chops would be. So that's kind of where we're at. Now I'm thinking about doing something kind of super unhinged, but let me see if I can get this figured out right. Is it this one? Okay. This is kind of super unhinged. Okay, let me see. Oh, it's not like... Let me move it into position. Okay. Let's get unhinged. Okay, thank you so much, follower number 52. I don't know why it's not giving me alerts. I'm not knowing why all this stuff is not working. It's my first stream. I'm still very new. I really appreciate the follow. I will shout you out at the top of the next stream. VOD will be later, 7:30 EST tomorrow. Okay. This here, let me like, I don't want you seeing all the like stuffy stuff. There we go. And let's actually make this a little bit bigger. Y'all can still hear me okay, right? The audio input capture is like blubbing up. Okay, thank you. Oops. There we go. All right. So if y'all have been a fan of sometimes it was like collapses in on me what I'm doing. If any of y'all have been a fan of Homestuck in the past, you know, you were on Tumblr circa 2009 to 2014. You know that there's like shipping charts. That's what we're doing. So this is a, let me actually move it so it's not being blocked by the chat. I'll put it right here. This is, this is an Excel document which we are going to be using to document the relationships of the villagers on my island, just to kind of give an idea about how people are connected. As you see, we have a color. Let me move. No, this will be fine. We have a color code right here, okay? Thank you, follower 54. I don't know why you're not getting an alert, but I see you followed me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I will shout you out at the top of the next stream. 7:30 EST, VOD will be uploaded shortly if you miss it. I am so sorry. I don't know what's going on with my first stream. I'm still trying to learn Twitch. Okay. As you see, is this all the colors? Hold on. Oh, I'm just missing neutral. If it's gray, it's neutral. Well, you know, if we're going to do something right, we're going to do it the right way. Oh, this is more of a... There we go. Now we're cooking. Okay. So that purple color, if we color in the box with purple, that means that they are love. That means they are romantically involved or romantically interested. Green, besties. Blue, friends. Yellow, they're casual. Like, you wouldn't call them friends, like they're acquaintances, you know? They're aware of each other.
Red is hate. Orange is annoyed. Annoyed is very distinctly different from hate. Which direction am I scooting? Orange is very distinctly different. Thank you, follower 55. I don't know why I'm not getting an alert or why the notification isn't working, but thank you so much for the follow. I super duper appreciate it. I will shout you out at the top of the next stream, I promise, which will be tomorrow at 7:30 EST. I really appreciate it. Okay. Pink love, green besties, blue friends, yellow casual, red is hate, orange is annoyed, and if we leave it blank, it is neutral. So let's go ahead and get this shipping chart underway. It's not a shipping chart, it kind of is. Obviously, as we go down in the diagonal, it will be neutral. Okay. Apollo and Punchy, they're besties. I think these guys are besties for sure. Follower number 56, thank you so much for the follow. I wish I knew what was going on with my Twitch and why it's not giving notifications. I'm still very new to Twitch, but I see you followed me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I will shout you out at the top of the next stream, which is to be tomorrow at 7:30 EST. But thank you so much. VOD will be uploaded to YouTube later. Punchy. Punchy is in... they're besties. They're besties for sure. Apollo and Bob, they're friends. Like, you know... They will hang out from time to time. They're more than acquaintances. Shino. I think Bob feels very peculiar with Shino. I think Bob feels very, very peculiar with Shino. I don't think not Bob. I don't think Apollo has feelings for Shino. But Shino makes Apollo feel kind of peculiar. So I think that the closest thing to that would be annoyed. But Apollo is I'd say Apollo is over Anka. Follower 57, thank you so much for the follow. I don't know what's going on with my alerts not going off, but I really appreciate the follow. I will shout you out tomorrow at the top of the stream. 7:30 EST. VOD will be uploaded later if you can't make it. At youtube.com/yaboybimby. Okay. Apollo and Anka. Apollo is over Anka. I think they have an amicable relationship. At the time, it would have been different. Now it's amicable. Apollo and Cephalobot. I don't think they really have a relationship. I don't think Apollo really considers Cephalobot. I kind of don't want it to be kept as neutral, though. I'm trying to avoid neutrals whenever possible. So we'll just say that they're like... yeah, we'll say they're casual. And for that reason, I'll upgrade them to friends. Like, they're cool with each other. So as we know, as I had previously mentioned, Rowan and Apollo are... I think Apollo feels... I don't know where we're at now with that relationship. I'll say friends for now. Oh, I can't even see. I have like a really weird like setup. I'll say friends for now. For now. Apollo and Zell are besties. Apollo and Zell are besties for sure. Besties is green. Wolfgang and Apollo, they're like two... like I said, Wolfgang is for the boys who aren't Apollo. And so for that reason, we're going to go with just casual. Casual, like that Chaperone song I probably shouldn't sing. And then Apollo and Lily, they're friends. In fact, I'd go as far as to say they're besties. Like, Apollo is looking out for Lily every single day of the year. Where's the green? You see, this is the downfall of doing this setup like I have it. Hold on. You know what? This would make more sense. Give me just a second. Let's do this like up here. And then let's like scoosh a boosh. can keep the legend off screen. Okay, Lily and Apollo, besties. 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 Oh my god, this is still like weird. There we go. Okay. This is how Apollo feels about these people, right? Punchy, it's mutual. They're besties. Punchy and Bob, it's complicated. That's going to be a complicated relationship on the island. We're going to go with Annoyed. Punchy and Shino. I think Punchy's like actually afraid of Shino. Some people are just terrified of Shino. So I'll put that in orange as well. Punchy and Ankh are like this. Whenever like Punchy like has a falling out with Bob. Oh wait. No, hold on. I just realized I gotta correct this. Whenever Punchy has a falling out with Bob, runs right to Anka. So I think that's bestie behavior. Cephalobot, most people are going to be annoyed with Cephalobot, and that includes Punchy. Punchy's like, I don't know if he's talking to you anymore. Punchy and Rowan don't really have a relationship, so we'll put that in yellow. Zell and Punchy are besties. They're part of like the black and white friend group. Punchy, like most of us, does acknowledge Wolfgang as being the body of the season. But doesn't really have a relationship outside of that. So we'll do, where is yellow? This is why this setup is so weird. Hold on. Boop, there we go. We'll just move it around. And Lily and Punchy are friends. We'll just do that, Lily. And Lily and Punchy are friends. Okay, Bob. Move this over. Okay, Bob. Bob and Apollo friends. I think that's mutual. Bob and Punchy is complicated. Bob feels the same way. Neutral, Shino. Now, Shino is to Bob as Anka is to Punchy. But I don't think they're like besties. They're friends. Bob and Anka are cool too. Bob and Anka are also friends, you know. There's like a cat alliance, you know. Kitty cats stick together. Cephalobot and Bob. Bob thinks that Cephalobot is annoying. People don't like Cephalobot. Bob and Rowan. They kind of don't have a relationship. Bob and Zell do. Bob and Zell are friends. And the reason why we're doing this is because when this changes, we need the colors to shake up, okay? Wolfgang. Again, we all like to look at Wolfgang. I know all of you did. And then these guys are friends too. Bob is also friends with a lot of people. Shino, all right. Definitely annoyed. Punchy. What does Shino think about Punchy? Punchy is annoyed. No. Punchy is annoyed at Shino. I think Shino likes Punchy. I think Shino is the perfect kind of villain that would be Punchy's downfall. To the new people joining the stream, I know this may seem very confusing. I just introduced the crazy drama of my island over the past 5 years, and now we're doing an unhinged shipping chart. So stay tuned. Shino and Bob, as I mentioned before, they're friends, and I think she usually thinks that they're friends. Shino loves Shino. Shino and Anka, ooh, secret lovebirds. I do think it's mutual. I do think that Anka has feelings for Anka, but it's not like official. I think Shino, actually, this is the tea. When Shino first came to the island, Shino was terrorizing Cephalobot. Shino was like haunting Cephalobot. So Shino loves Cephalobot. Absolutely loves Cephalobot. But Cephalobot absolutely hates Shino. So this is going to be our red. Hate Shino. Now that I'm seeing it like this, we do need to have some more drama. Things have kind of equaled out. I was expecting this to be like, this person hates this person cheated on this person. But it's like, those people who did all the cheating have left. All right now. All right, Shino and Rowan. There's really not a relationship there. Shino and Zell, I think it's kind of a... I think Shino has a neutral relationship, but I think Zell is annoyed with Shino. Right, Zell. Now I'm thinking about maybe not having Shino on the chopping block because she's really the first girl that kind of started to wake up the drama a little bit. Zell is annoyed with Shino because he has a decent amount of fear for Shino. And keeps his distance. That's kind of the vibe I get in that relationship. Shino and Wolfgang, they don't have a relationship. Shino doesn't like boys like that. And Shino and Lily, I think they're friends. It's gonna be very hard for you to not like Lily. Like, in fact, if Lily doesn't like you, that's a problem. In my book. Anka and Apollo, you know, they're friends. Anka and Punchy, they are besties. Anka and Bob are friends. You know, those are all mutual. Shino, you know what? Yeah. Love. Anka's the only one in town who likes Cephalobot. Honestly. She's like, you're annoying, but you know what? I like an annoying gay. You know? If there weren't people out there who didn't like annoying gays, I wouldn't have any friends, so. Alright, so let's go ahead and put that in as... I think they're besties. And that's going to be mutual. Okay. Rowan. Cephalobot likes Rowan. Cephalobot would consider himself a friend of Rowan. Rowan is very annoyed at Cephalobot. Just as the rest of us are. And to all the new viewers, I see a couple people joining into the stream. We just introduced my island. Now we are doing an unhinged shipping chart of my Animal Crossing villagers. Okay, this is what I wanted to do for my first stream. This is what we're doing. Okay. Oh, God. I almost just ripped the whole capture card out. Okay. Ooh, this is an Earthbound music song. Okay, we're back on Anka. Anka and Zell, you know what? They respect each other because they're like rich, you know? So they're friends. God, we need more enemies. Anka doesn't have a relationship with Rowan. Back in the day, this would have been a pizza. It would have been red, 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 pink, 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 pink. Things have gotten... This is important because things have gotten too serene on the island. We need to shake it up, okay? We're getting like, what, 6 new villagers, like 10 new villagers that we can have on our island with the hotel, right? We're gonna need to bring in the big guns. For those in the stream who know, it might be the time for Peaches to come. And if you don't know, it has been scientifically proven that Peaches is the worst Animal Crossing character. I didn't determine that. That was determined by the scientists. So we need to shake it up. I'm getting a little annoyed that it's this calm. Okay, let's move on. Anka and Wolfgang, they don't have a relationship. She don't like, no. Yeah. And Anka and Lily, who's not a friend of Lily? I'll say they're friends. This sounds kind of a vibe. Okay. Here's where this goes. Okay, yeah, Cephalobot can't go. Because Cephalobot has a crush on Apollo. Cephalobot thinks that they're friends with Punchy. Cephalobot thinks they're friends with Bob. Cephalobot hates Chino. Cephalobot is besties with Anka. Cephalobot thinks they're friends with Rowan. Cephalobot thinks they're friends with Zell. Cephalobot thinks, well, as is everybody. Like, there's a difference between, like, eye candy and, like, being madly in love. Cephalobot thinks he's madly in love with Wolfgang, and that Wolfgang can't get enough of him. That's the kind of guy we're dealing with. And then Lily, okay, now here's the tea, right? Lily is the most important anchor of the island. It's going to be very difficult not to be friends. Cephalobot thinks that Lily is his bestie. Lily can't stand him. Cannot stand him at all. No. The one person, in fact, you know what? Let's do Lily next. Lily is probably going to be blue and green across the board. Loves Apollo. Loves Punchy. OMG streamer debut. Hello. Oh my god. Garraid. Oh my god. Hi. Welcome streamers. Hello. Majestic Milotic. Hi. Snoop Ghost 608. Hi. Garjam. Hi. Loved your stream. Welcome to the Unhinged Animal Crossing Time. Sublink Inc. Hi. Edgy.tim. Hi. Gaby Games. Hi. Porygon. Hi. Farmer Boy 54. Hi. Pickled Baby Beats. Hi. I see a lot of you up at Franz streams all the time. How's it going? Hi. We just introduced the demonstration of all of my Animal Crossing villagers, and now we're doing an unhinged shipping chart. That is what we are doing today. If you wanted to know the tea, there will be a VOD on my YouTube, your boy Bimby youtube.com/your boy Bimby. Congrats on your debut. Thank you so much. Let's get into the tea. Thank you so much. Hi, Bimby. Dwimblin Timbers, hi. If you are following, I'm still learning Twitch. It's not giving me alerts. It said it worked before, but it's not working today. But thank you so much for the follow. I'm going to try and shout out everybody at the top of the next stream. If I do miss you following, I do see a lot of people are following. Thank you so much for the follow. Snoop Ghost 608, Boy 54. Hi. Oh, my shipping chart went away. We are still going to be doing the shipping chart, okay? I'll explain this in post afterwards. But thank you so much for everyone. Thank you so much for this. Thanks for the Pikmin shirt. It's so cute. I know, right? Pikmin, legit. One of the, we could get nerdy if we're going to talk about other Nintendo stuff, but we're not going to do it. But now that we have some people in here, hi everybody. Pikmin gang, Animal Crossing gang, Pokemon gang, Dochi gang. Shout out to the swamp. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Just know that we are going to continue to get unhinged from this point forward. If you do need a raid and run, I completely understand. Thank you so much, Gar, for coming up in here. I do recognize a couple of names from Fawn's streams, who was really a big inspiration for me doing it. It's like, if that person can do it, I can do it. So thank you so much, everybody. Let's get more into this crazy stuff. So in case you didn't know, my town is incredibly gay and I was of the persuasion was incredibly chaotic. However, as we are getting into it, my audio peaked. As we are getting into it, I am realizing an absolute horrible tragedy And that tragedy is my island has gotten too calm and serene. There's a literal demon living here, and it's so like unproblematic, and that needs to change. And I'm so sorry if my audio is peaking. I just get really excited a lot. We're doing the shipping chart. Anyone you see here in blue, well, let me explain the shipping chart. Okay. Over here on the up and the down here, that is how that person feels about X, which is horizontal. OMG, that's the ACNH. Realize it can get a little too. That is the problem. And I'm so sorry if my audio is peaking, y'all. That is the problem. Animal Crossing New Horizons loves to get easy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And thanks for verifying the audio. Animal Crossing New Horizons can sometimes get a little too easy. I grew up on the GameCube and the DS. Just as a little bit of an introduction, I've been making YouTube videos on Animal Crossing ever since I was in middle school. I would record my DS propped up on my desk with a Logitech webcam and have a dream. And that was my life, right? And my husband and my friends, some of whom are in this chat already, have been making fun of it for me for years. And I decided, let me give them some more ammunition. Okay. Back to the shipping chart. Okay, Lily, what we were just getting into is that Cephalobot, yes, I know, right? T. Cephalobot is the annoying gay boy on the island. Is that pejorative? No. You need an annoying gay boy. It's just, like I said this earlier, if you don't have an annoying gay boy, if people didn't like annoying gay boys, I wouldn't have any friends, right? So, he's on the island. We also have this unproblematic queen named Lily on the island. She is the one person who is allowed to be unproblematic, the token Serenity hire. That being said, she loves everyone except for Cephalobot, who is red for hate. Oh, I love the Flaming Jinjo. Love Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, but to a lesser extent. I'm into this combo. Yeah, I know, right? That's how it all goes. She gives me chill lesbian vibes. Lily? Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I don't know if anyone follows Comic. Oh, hi Comet. I see you in Fawn streams all the time. I'm from the Gar raid, but I'm late because I had to step away from a second. No problem. We are literally, I'm just explaining the whole shipping chart that we're documenting of my Animal Crossing villagers. Is Lily a chill lesbian? Yes. Yes. We're all part of the LGBTQ plus community here, I'm sure. And if you're not, anyway, we can clock it when we see it, right? Is she a chill lesbian? Absolutely. And also, if you're following, I'm sorry, I'm really new to this. I'm not getting notifications. Comic Core, thank you so much for the follow. Farmboy54, thank you so much for the follow. Snoop Ghost 608, thank you so much for the follow. Okay. I noticed you have static in the back. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to make another like separate video talking about the history of everything, right? You see two purple rats right there? Those two purple rats, boyfriends. Divorced, reignited Happy Home Paradise. Two purple rats, yeah, that's how it goes. There is drama. Shino right there, Shino, literal demon, literal possessed demon. I'll go back to her house now that we have some more people in the chat. Anyway, it'll also be on the VOD. Let's get into this shipping chart. Lily is pretty much across the board. Everyone loves Lily. Everyone loves Lily. Also, I'm getting a new capture card on Friday. It's not recording the audio. You know how those $5 TikTok shop capture cards go. I'm suffering from it, but you know what? You gotta roll with what you got. Okay. So Lily's friends with everyone except for Cephalobot. As previously mentioned, Cephalobot, annoying gay. But it's totally fine. Wolfgang. I know a lot of people weren't here for Wolfgang. Wolfgang is the eye candy of the island. Gar, I literally joined your stream and you had Wolfgang, and I was like, oh, diva, wait, he is the eye candy of the island without a storyline, okay? That's why he's here. He was brought in to be Zell's boyfriend. That's why he was brought in. Punchy and Anka being friends? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Shoulder crying. Right now, Wolfgang is on the chopping block for people to leave the island because he doesn't have a storyline. And look, don't get me wrong, I love looking at a beautiful man as much as everyone else here in this chat. Trust me. But at some point, when's the plot gonna kick in, right? If you want the story, check the VOD, I don't know. Oh, look at me not knowing how to stream. Most people have a casual relationship with Wolfgang. Like, yellow means casual. Apollo's okay. Punchy's like, no, this is what he thinks that Apollo's fine. He thinks Punchy's fine. Bob's fine. Look at all the other ones. They're like, oh yeah, I'm friends with Wolfgang. I'm friends with Wolfgang, right? But he's like, yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. No storyline. We're just gonna default to annoyed. Orange is annoyed. You're fine. See what I mean? Like, he doesn't have a storyline. But listen, just because Apollo's my favorite villager, has been for a long time, and is also the pinnacle of drama. If you want to know why, check the VOD. I don't know. YouTube.com/yourboybimby, or maybe something different. I don't know. Jeez. Why are you pressuring me? Anyway. But thank you. Yes, I love Apollo. Unfortunately, my Apollo and your Apollo may be different. My Apollo, unfortunately, is the token straight of the island. I know. Like, nobody's perfect. It's just what we gotta do, you know? I've really thought about it in like 16 different ways. Anyway, Wolfgang. He is friends with Zell. Zell is madly in love with him, but oh my god, this setup. But he's like, yeah, he's my friend. And then is friends with Lily. Just how straight is he though? Well, watch the VOD. There's actually a story about it. I don't know. But yes, let's just say that you know, every metal beam still has a bend in it. Zell. Zell is really good friends with Apollo. Zell is besties. Punchy is a bestie. Bob, he's friends with Bob. Anka. You know what? Zell and Anka are friends. Cephalobot is annoying. Rowan, they kind of don't have a relationship. Zell is also Zell. Oh, Zell is madly in love with Wolfgang. He's only, I was gonna say he's only human, but he's a lowlands antelope. Or a highlands antelope, I don't remember which one. I'm not a biologist. And then he's friends with Lily. Like, who's not friends with Lily? I love that Zell is in love with all the beautiful boys. Yes, so my Zell is a rich kid who left his parents and his inheritance, but he did take $100,000 and moved to my island with exquisite taste. But he's okay. Okay, I know we think about rich people and we think, yum, 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 it's dinner time. I understand. He's cool. Okay, I can vouch for him. He's been on this island for years. He has been in love. I think there's even been a time when he was like crushing really hard on me, but I'm like, I can't get into a relationship right now. I'm sorry, I don't play this game enough. If I met you in 2020, yeah, you'd be my Animal Crossing boyfriend. But like, in the year, at what time? It was like in the year of our Lord 2022, which was very clearly not the year of our Lord if anyone lived at that period of time. I just can't do it. And Wolfgang, literally, like, I brought Wolfgang in specifically to give Zell a boyfriend that he's always wanted. And it worked out swimmingly, but it was one-sided. And Wolfgang was like, I like being here. Let me wear this little tank top up in the woods so that people can watch me carrying this wood around. It's like, don't I look good carrying wood? I'm like, oh my God, you're such... Anyway, I gotta be careful what I say. I'm co-streaming on YouTube, and I put, it's not made for kids, but like, whatever. Wait, your shirt. So thank you. This is my Pikmin shirt. I love Pikmin. I've done Pikmin 1, I've done Pikmin 2, I've done Pikmin 3, and I've done Pikmin 4. I haven't played Hey Pikmin, so I am indeed a fake fan. But, you know, maybe one day. Hey, I'm streaming now. Maybe you think that the algorithm's going to promote Hey Pikmin in 2025? Some random guy playing Hey Pikmin in 2025 being like, yes, Diva. We'll see. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it. Who knows? I don't know. We'll find out. I think that's the shipping chart. What time are we at? Let me go back to the game.
Let's see, what time are we at? We got a little bit more time. I've never played Pikmin, but I bought the latest game months ago, looking forward to giving it a play. Like how Rohan's relationship is. Oh, yes. Rowan is the old gay on the island. And he's just kind of like, watch the VOD. Watch the VOD. There's too many things to get into, but trust me, the tea is there. But unfortunately, it's stale. Okay, the heat has left it. We need to microwave it. I need to bring somebody new in the island, but there's an update coming out. Oh, your map is cute. Oh my god, thank you so much, Eggy. I'm not sure what happened, but you got a bit quieter switching back to the game. Oh shoot. Thank you. Let me move this a little closer. Do I sound a little bit better? I love it. I love Nintendo music. Still kind of quiet. Okay. Let me Is this a little better? Ooh. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah. Comment, by the way, I love your name. I love names that have like astronomical references in there because I just like it. I named my town Firestar. I never read a Warrior Cats book in my life. I just like the fact of a burning star. Okay. Boop. We're gonna wish on a shooting star. Okay, I have a little bit of time left, so I think what I'm gonna do for this last little bit, haha, thanks, it's my IRL name. Your real name is Comet? Oh my god. Oh my god, it's Halle Berry's Comet, everybody. Sickening. All right, I want to go. I want to go show you my island, because if you think the tea stops, listen. When this game came out, with the DLC, when Happy Home Paradise came out, my first thought was not, thank God I can decorate houses more. My first thought was, thank God, a retirement home for the villagers that had a storyline but shouldn't be on my island. Perfect. I didn't know that comment. That's it. Yeah. The DLC was a Motherquake. It was a Motherquake. It was a Mother Nami. It was everything. And they were like, we're not going to update it anymore. They're going to update it again. Guess what? They're liars if we know anything about Nintendo. I love Nintendo. I'm wearing a Pikmin shirt, for God's sakes. But if I know anything about Nintendo, it's that they're going to promise something and not give it to you. Or give it to you for $99.99. Plus a $45.99 DLC. Oh, hell yeah, it's a party. Oh, can I say hell? I don't know. Anyway, love Nintendo. But like, if you love something, you gotta be able to call it out for its nonsense, right? Okay, so here's the party on the island. Let's see if there's any other tea I can share. Anka's here on the island. Anka is a lesbian, by the way. But only for like ethereal entities. I wish there were more dance moves. You know what though? Hold on. I do agree. Full stop. But let me tell you. No, not this. This is my go-to dance move when I'm at... Is this okay to say? When you are at the club... Well, no. You're about to go to the club. It's the pregame. This is my go-to dance move at the pregame. It's just so fun. Right? Yes, thank goodness. Yes, Anka's a lesbian. Shino is a lesbian. They are in a complicated relationship. Watch the VOD. I go over it all. Okay. Eggy, thank you for the follow. I don't know if I said that or not. I don't know. I'm new to Twitch. I'm just kind of rolling with it. I want to show you one of my villagers' houses, and that'll probably be the thing that I wrap up on stream. I want to show you one of the villagers' houses I designed. I'm an Aries. Okay, I know. look, we're all part of the Los Jupiter community. Aries Sun, Sagittarius Rising, and Gemini Moon. My tarot card for the year is Judgment. Wake that up, fellow Aries. Gemini Moon's had the best fun. My wife, who's watching on the TV with me, Sky, says they're going to follow you too. Oh, thank you, Sky. Like diamonds in the sky. No worries, you're doing thank you so much. So what that means is that I am very confident, very loud, don't really understand barriers that much, but do it just for the sake of doing it. And that works for me. I should ask my spirits what my card of the year is. I'm going to say that your major arcana of the year is Sublink Ink. I'm just going to guess. I'm going to say it's actually, I'm going to be praying it's Temperance. My husband's is Temperance. My husband has Temperance. I'm like, thank goodness, I need a temperate year. Mine's Judgment. That doesn't sound very temperate to me. Mine is Emperor, which fits because it's about stability through chaos. I don't know if there's any JoJo fans in here. I'm a massive JoJo fan. But that means you have a really good shot. Anyway, I want to visit one of my... I love JoJo. I've been reading it since before the anime was even announced. Anyway, we're getting off topic. I want to visit one of my villagers' homes that I've designed for them in Happy Home Design. The world? Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, I think that's good. I don't know. I think it's everything. Good luck, babe. Anyway. I want to visit one of my villagers' houses. Of the 10 villagers that I have. So, and then that'll be the last thing I do on stream. So I think I favorited all of the villagers on my island because it goes for the storyline. We'll see. I pulled the sun for my card of the year in 2020, and you know what? I lived during the pandemic. The sun is actually like ridiculous positivity. That's what the sun means. I let y'all know what I get on Blue Sky. Follow me on Blue Sky. I think I'm your boy Bimby on Blue Sky. I'm pretty much just like, that's my like echo chamber where I'm like, I shout out my opinions on One Piece. I'm reading One Piece, and also my completely unfounded but really formalized opinions of the video game industry. And every once in a while I'll say, I like men. Okay, here's my storyline of One Piece. I started watching One Piece in 2004, 4Kids dub. I know, I do deserve a veteran's discount. However, stopped watching it after Arlong Park, picked it up again in 2008 in the middle of Skypiea for some reason, watched it all the way until I was caught up with the anime, and then I watched it live. The last episode of the anime of One Piece that I watched was in Sabaody Archipelago when Kuma did his big one. That was that. Couldn't wait the next week. Started reading it, read it to the second to last. I was caught up when it was at the second to last chapter of Impel Down, which means I read the entire Marineford arc when it was live. That was wild. 2014 was the incident. I met my husband. Got really distracted, put it down, said I'll pick it up 10 years later. Didn't pick it up again, and then I started rereading it from chapter 1. That is where I'm at. I am now at Whole Cake Island. So it's been a while. Now you have to do. I was caught up with the anime, but I'm like 30 to 40 episodes behind. You see, and then that's how it goes. You know, it's just like I'll come back later, and then all of a sudden, the administration has changed. Anyway, love One Piece. Okay. So here's my favorite builds that I've made on Happy Home Paradise. And I want to see which one y'all want to see as our finale of introducing. If it's a villager that's part of my town, which means Apollo, Lily, Zell, Bob, Cephalobot, Shino, or Anka, their house may give you an insight about how I perceive the character. So who do you want to see? Yeah, so when you get the Happy Home Designer app, you can actually showcase your 10 of your things out to the public. And then they can come visit that, and it kind of saves them in this album as your favorite. So the biggest one is the one that I would say is my personal favorite design. But it's about characters who do not live in my island, has never lived on my island, and is also very steeped in a very foreign concept known as heterosexuality. You know what? We'll go to Bob's house. I think Bob's is the energy. This will tell you all you need to know about Bob. Anyway, the reason I was saying I'm an Aries is because I don't think I'm the best designer in the world. But when I eat, I'm like, you know what? I did eat. I did eat. That might be a cardinal sign thing. Okay. So this is Bob's. This is Bob's exterior to the house. I really do wish they gave us more customizable options for the exteriors. Whenever I get to this part in Happy Home Designer, I'm like, all right, let's do the outside. I'll just do a little level, which is crazy because in like the main game, my favorite thing is designing outside. You know. By the way, like the thing I'm the most excited about in the update is the Dream Islands, like everybody is, right? But like one of my favorite things to do in Animal Crossing is just meeting up with friends and messing around, right? So I'm like, this is gonna be I'm gonna make a whole island that's based just on games for like, here's an island we can come to and we can play around in games, right? So, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love designing too. I mean, obviously I've been playing this game for what, 6 years? Jeez. But I think playing the games and like messing around with people and having more ways to do that is what is going to wake up Animal Crossing, especially when the next game comes out. Yes, being able to do so on an island with friends is just so fun. Absolutely. Every once in a while, you know, we still play games. You know, me, my husband, my friends. We like, let's have an Animal Crossing party and just spill the tea. But we gawk at Bob. All right, let's go ahead and open this up. Let's open up this pit. The only people who are allowed to have, okay, this is more of my enforced rules. The only people who are allowed to have a second floor are villagers who live on my town, people who have previously lived on my town, or people who I have a concept for. If that doesn't happen, they're not getting a second floor. I'm sorry, you do not qualify. Your loan has been denied. This is Bob's house. It's a little bit of a club, you know. I ate with this, I'm sorry. I always imagine, this is like where you go where you like, the music's getting low. There's this one person across the way, you don't know their name, you barely can make out their face, but all you know is that there's this magnetism. And you're like, let's get away, but you're like, no. I want to be in the atmosphere. Follow me. And then they lead you by the hand and you find this one little wall that's like right behind the DJ table, but you don't think anyone's gonna find you, and you can suddenly make out the features on their face as they put their hand against the wall and lean up next to you as they tilt your chin up as your eyes meet theirs, and they say, I think it's really nice to meet you. My Siri activated. Fun times. All right, so let's go ahead and go upstairs. So this is the entertainment space. And this is where he sleeps. So he's the aesthetic king, right? I want you to think of Tumblr circa 2014. Designing your page, learning HTML for the first time. And Bob said, I'll take it. Writes it down on IKEA, goes to IKEA, reads the HTML code to the store associate, and he says, sir, this is an IKEA, but still manages to make something out of it anyway. That's the concept. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is very Bob, right? This is one of my best friends. I know what he's about. Okity dokity. Well, I do plan on streaming Animal Crossing more. I am going to have to wrap up here pretty soon. I am planning on streaming Animal Crossing more. Tomorrow I'm going to be streaming again. My schedule I'm planning is Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. I have a 9 to 5, so sometimes things I need to like go to bed. But Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, I'm currently thinking 7:30 EST to 9:30 EST. Of course, that can vary. I could change it. So I really appreciate everyone for being here. I started off this stream with 4 followers. I now have 63. I am going to try by tomorrow to figure out. Thank you, Sublink Inc. for following. I really appreciate it. I got a notification there. Tomorrow, for all the other people who, for some reason, it wasn't notifying it. Thank you. Yeah, 64. Come on, Nintendo. That's how many dollars it costs to upgrade to the Switch 2 version. Anyway, I'm very excited. Actually, $65 is the cost of it all. That wasn't even a joke. Anyway, I'm losing my mind. I got a lot of followers. I got a lot more followers than I thought. This is my first stream, and I'm very thankful for everyone for coming. I will upload a VOD very shortly. At the top of the next stream, I will be announcing everybody. That works so well with my own 9 to 5. I'm here for these advice. Well, thank you so much. I'm tomorrow we're going to be doing Pokemon. I'm going to be shiny hunting. I have one more shiny legendary in Pokemon Legends La. And yes, that is the right way to pronounce it. I know y'all know. Thank you for making it to my first stream. Hopefully it's history. We'll see. Tomorrow we're playing Legends La. I have one more shiny legendary to catch, and we're going to be setting that up and hopefully finding it and catching it. And then maybe doing some more shiny hunts in Legends La. And then on Thursday, I don't know. Maybe we'll do more Animal Crossing. Maybe we'll do Pokemon, or maybe we'll do something else. I play a lot of other games. I don't know. We'll find out. But I want to thank everyone for coming. I do want to try to raid somebody, but I don't know who. Does anyone know of any girly pops who are streaming right now, or do y'all want to see Animal Crossing again? Aria is on. I love Aria Zero. Okay. I've never done this before, so I think I'm doing it the right way. Okay. Aria Zero, absolutely. Okay, now. Again, my name is Bimby. It's like a bimbo, but not all the way, so it's like Bimby. You can find me on Blue Sky at your boy Bimby. You can find me here at your boy Bimby. YouTube at your boy Bimby, although it might be under Wishy Dude. I don't know. I think I changed it. I don't know. Feel free to follow me on any platforms. I really appreciate everyone coming to my first ever stream. This has been something that I have been wanting to do, like I said, since middle school. So to actually do it has been really awesome. So I really do appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and start the raid. Have a great day.